Once upon a time in a bustling Nigerian town, there lived a beautiful family of three named Emeka, a diligent banker, Chioma, a kind-hearted teacher, and their beloved daughter, Ada. Emeka and Chioma were devoted to their daughter, always promising to give her a bright future and the freedom to marry a man of her choice. They lived a modest but content life, able to afford 3 square meals a day and some comforts. Their home was a warm haven filled with laughter and love. Each evening, after the day's work was done, the family would gather in their cozy living room. Emeka would recount tales of his youth, and Chioma would share stories from her village. These moments were Ada's favorites. She felt enveloped by the warmth of her parents' love and the richness of their experiences. One fateful day, Emeka and Chioma decided to visit their village to attend a family gathering. They planned to reconnect with relatives and share updates on their life in the town. Ada watched them leave with smiles and waves, not knowing it would be the last time she'd see them alive. Tragedy struck as they were involved in a motor accident and did not survive. The news shattered Ada. Her world crumbled around her as she struggled to grasp the reality of her loss. The once lively home was now silent, filled with the echo of her parents' laughter that now seemed like a distant memory. After the funeral, with nowhere else to go, Ada moved in with her mother's sister, Aunty Nkechi. Aunty Nkechi was not like Chioma. She was a cruel woman who saw Ada as nothing more than an extra mouth to feed and a source of labor. Aunty Nkechi, her 2 daughters, and her husband treated Ada like a servant. The contrast between her new life and her old one was stark. Gone were the evenings filled with stories and love, they were replaced by harsh words and relentless chores. Nkechi's husband, a notorious womanizer, often tried to take advantage of Ada. Each time she resisted, he would lie, saying she seduced him, leading to severe beatings from Nkechi and her daughters. Ada felt trapped, her every effort to protect herself leading to more pain. She would lie awake at night, tears streaming down her face, praying for a way out of her misery. She missed her parents deeply, wishing she could feel their comforting embrace once more. Despite several wealthy suitors coming for Ada's hand in marriage, Aunty Nkechi scared them away with lies or ruined meals, making it appear as though Ada was at fault. Each time a suitor came, Nkechi would sabotage the visit by adding too much pepper or salt to the food Ada prepared. The suitors would leave disappointed, and Ada would face the brunt of Nkechi's anger. Ada often cried, recalling her parents' promise that she could marry a man of her choice. It seemed that promise was now an impossible dream. One day, a handsome prince named Tobi, who had returned from the city, decided he wanted a good wife. Tobi was tired of the superficiality he had encountered in the city and yearned for someone with genuine kindness and integrity. To find her, he disguised himself as a poor food seller in the market. Ada frequently bought foodstuff from him, and Tobi was drawn to her kindness and beauty. Despite the hardships she faced, Ada remained kind and gentle. She would often help others in the market, sharing what little she had. Tobi noticed this and admired her deeply. He befriended her to learn more about her, puzzled by the rumors of her chasing suitors away. Ada confided in him about her situation, and Tobi's admiration for her grew. She shared stories of her parents and the love they had showered upon her, her eyes lighting up momentarily before dimming again with the sadness of her current reality. Tobi listened with compassion, his resolve to help her strengthening with each conversation. Tobi vowed to marry Ada. Auntie Nkechi, thinking he was poor, mocked him but allowed the relationship. She saw no threat in a poor food seller and thought he would be another suitor she could easily control. When Tobi proposed, Ada, moved by his sincerity, accepted despite his apparent poverty. She saw in him the kindness and respect that reminded her of her parents. Their wedding was simple, attended by a few people with limited food and drinks, causing Auntie Nkechi and her daughters to laugh at them. But Ada and Tobi's joy overshadowed the mockery. They shared a love that was pure and genuine, a stark contrast to the superficial relationships Ada's cousins had pursued. Ada's cousins, who had married wealthy suitors, soon faced marital woes due to their bad behavior, resulting in their husbands throwing them out. The material wealth they had coveted brought them no happiness, only misery. Ada, meanwhile, married Tobi and was astonished when they arrived at his house. Guards and maids bowed to him, revealing his true identity as a prince. Tobi, what is happening? Who are all these people? Ada asked, her eyes wide with amazement. Ada, I am not a poor food seller. I am Prince Tobi. I disguised myself to find a wife who loved me for who I am, not my wealth, Tobi explained, taking her hand. I can't believe it. All this time, you were a prince. Ada said, tears of joy filling her eyes. Prince Tobi's palace was grand and luxurious, filled with servants, beautiful gardens, and spacious rooms. Ada was overwhelmed by the sudden change in her life. She was treated with respect and kindness, something she had not experienced since her parents' death. She quickly adapted to her new life and was determined to be a loving and compassionate princess. Ada's newfound happiness did not go unnoticed. News of her transformation spread quickly, and many who had once mocked her were now envious of her good fortune. Auntie Nkechi, realizing her mistake, begged Ada for forgiveness. Ada, kind-hearted as ever, forgave her aunt but ensured that her aunt's husband was jailed for his abuses. As time passed, Ada and Tobi's love grew stronger. They became known throughout the land as the kind and just rulers who cared deeply for their people. Ada used her position to help those in need, remembering the hardship she had faced and vowing to make a difference. And so, dear guys, the story of Ada and the disguised prince teaches us that true love and kindness can triumph over hardship and deceit. Always remember, no matter how tough life gets, there is always hope for a brighter tomorrow. If you enjoyed this story, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more captivating tales from the heart of Nigeria. Farewell, and thank you for joining us on this journey.